Hello, Harden here. Just back with another Eve Echoes encounter mission. This one is the escaped prisoner encounter, which is a 30 million ISK reward. It's part of the Angel and Devil storyline, and as you can see here, it's the only one I need to complete to collect the storybook, which I've just checked on the market. It's about an 80. It's about just over 100 million now, so I don't know if they're still selling since scanning came in, but that's the price on the market currently, so this could be a very profitable mission for me. I'm in a system called Hagalore, which is kind of a fairly dangerous one. Again, depends on the time, so I will be keeping an eye on local. I'm just going to get straight into the mission, which is Escape Prisoner, Fleet Command, Warp Fleet, and there we go. We'll head on in straight away. There's only 5 in local at the moment, so I'm reasonably confident that there's nothing to be worried about right now. Let's leave that open so I can keep an eye on local, and I keep my PvP window open. My last video you saw I had purchased a Typhoon 2 and set it up, and you can probably tell from that video I wasn't super impressed with it. Hold on a second, I just need to get this underway. My Ferox has already arrived at the spawn, so I need to just get him doing stuff. One second, I'm just going to get engaged and then I'll just continue what I was saying. Okay, and the same on my other account. Okay, yeah, so I wasn't super impressed with it, especially considering the price. The actual DPS was lower than the Raven, and I kind of thought it's got an exceptional, it's got a very good explosion velocity bonus, which helps its missiles hit smaller targets much better. But basically in this little mini fleet, I tend to kill the smaller targets quite rapidly anyway. So actually overall, it didn't make any kind of positive contribution to my mission running at all in that test. But that was using rapid missiles, which already have a reasonably good kind of explosion velocity. They already kind of hit smaller targets quite well. So what I've done in the meantime is I've actually gone out and I've changed my missile, rapids to standard large missiles, and actually since I've done that I've been much more impressed. I think the bonus, the explosion velocity bonus, really helps them a lot more, and it helps them actually in terms of damage, doing damage to the larger ships, but also I mean, it helps them hit the smaller ships, but it certainly helps them do more DPS on the larger ships. So actually the actual DPS now is just below the Raven, but I think its application is definitely better than the Raven, so I think that's been quite helpful. All right, here's the second wave. So okay, let's go for the Tempest again. I like to clear off the battleships first, especially when I'm doing these in systems where I could potentially get scanned down, because if someone does warp in, it would be nice just to have the main NPC DPS off the field already. So that's why I like taking out the battleships early. Again, it just reduces all the incoming DPS as well, and my ships are not super tanked, they're kind of more glass cannon, so the more DPS you take off early, the better. Again, just looking at local, we're on 6 now. A couple of people I don't know. I think we're okay. Let's just keep going for now, and we'll just put the webs on and the missile guidance computer, which helps with killing these smaller things. They just kind of pop rapidly once that's on, combined with the webs. Don't know why my missile's not. There we go. And there we go, and then we've got the final wave. This final wave, I think there's 3 battleships on the final wave, including 1 elite. So yeah, so I'm much happier. The other thing that has happened since I did my last video is I actually completed my expert battleship defense level expert 4, and because of that I've got more passive. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, my son decided he was going to pop in and see me, so I will join up with him in a second. So yeah, I just took the opportunity to do this quickly. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so I've completely lost track of what I was saying. So again, you can see this is why I tend to do missions and encounters, because I've got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and actually having any kind of time longer than 10 minutes to myself can be difficult sometimes. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I've got to drop what I'm doing. That's why I kind of like doing these encounters, because generally I can do them quite quickly and get them over and done with. Just realized, thanks to all those interruptions, that I actually didn't have my second Raven wasn't actually shooting, which means my Ferox is actually taking a hell of a lot of damage. So hopefully he's actually down to about 40% shields here. Let's see, should I be concentrating on anything here? So everything is kind of in range. We've suddenly got a lot more people jumped into local. I hope that's not a bad sign. It's not good if they are coming for me, because again I wasn't really paying attention thanks to those interruptions. So yeah, we are mowing through this gradually. Got 9 people in local, and again my Raven's not shooting. Let's turn on the shield booster there and shield booster there, and finish that hound off. So yeah, the DPS is getting a bit slower. My Ferox is back over 50% shields, and continuing to work through this. There is an elite Gisty Maelstrom, which is looks like the last target to clear. I should have actually done that first, because those are the guys that are actually doing most of the DPS. So as I said, I got a little bit distracted there with the kids. So as soon as this video finishes, I'm going to have to dash off and find out what it was they wanted. I thought I had them settled watching a nice episode of Toy Story. Okay, so still 9 in local, so it would be nice to get this finished, because that's a little bit more than comfortable. Yeah. And what I'll do is I will start collecting some loot as we are on the final wave. Doing that on my alt. You can see that Maelstrom is pretty tanky. Oh, there's a Daredevil. Interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm locking him with all 3 accounts. Let's see what happens. Got my webs, got my painters on him. And what I'm going to do now is see if that helps him hit. Oh, here comes his friends. Oh no. This looks like it's going to be fun. Okay. 2 Macarials. Wow. Well, I think I'm kind of screwed here. Yeah. too long on that. And I'm going to die. Yeah, too much DPS here. Yeah, I'm screwed. Well, I got my Raven out, but not much I can do here. So my theory about being able to hit Daredevils clearly didn't work. There we go. Zoom in there. Well done to them. If I had just got out 2 minutes earlier, 10 seconds earlier, if I hadn't had my kids interrupting, I probably would have finished that mission and been out, but wasn't really paying attention. Oh well, there you go. Don't know what's happening here. I've got the black screen. Okay, great. Well, the good thing is I can get most of their stuff back. Let's have a quick look. Where's my character? Let's have a look. Combat log. And then here we go. Typhoon. Luckily I had insured all of this, but still that's a lot of insurance plex gone there. So let's just hit that. So non-compensable items. So just basically the loot I had in my hold, and then some of the kind of missile launchers and everything else. So everything else I will get back, but yeah, still not ideal. So anyway, I will put this video up so you guys can see what happens in low sec sometimes, especially if you're not quick enough. But there you go. That's just life. I knew it was going to happen eventually. And to be honest, I was pushing my luck there. Hagalore is kind of a fairly busy system. But again, if I had just finished that mission a bit quicker, if I'd been paying attention, if my Raven hadn't spent half that last wave not shooting, I would have finished. I wouldn't have been in there. There you go. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. You got to see the dodgy side of low sec encounters now and what can happen when things go wrong. Hope you enjoyed. Please do like and subscribe if you did. Thanks. Bye.